All right, everybody. Hope everybody's doing well today. So what I'm going to be doing today is I am going to go over how to sacrifice to PulseX properly. In the beginning, when I first saw this on the 29th, I realized that a lot of people were aping into this, and what they were doing was they were either sending to a scam address, which was very easy to do because unfortunately a lot of scammers came into the telegrams and on Twitter and manipulated people into sending it to the wrong address. So I want to say first and foremost, this is the address here, okay? Right here. That's the first thing that we're going to go over today. And just to prove it, I'm on Richard Hart's Twitter right now. 149.5k followers. Okay, so we go down here. We're going to get to this in a second. And we're going to get to that. This is where, and I'm actually going to retweet this now. So, if you are at this page, you are at the wrong place. There are people that are still sacrificing to the Pulse Chain Sacrifice, not the PulseX. This is the Pulse Chain, this is the Pulse Chain Sacrifice address. Do you notice that there's I'm just going to say $28 billion. Pulse Chain Sacrifice. Pulse Chain Sacrifice. There are people still sacrificing to the Pulse Chain Sacrifice address. Now, I don't know if this is because you maybe are confused or you just want to sacrifice because maybe you missed it, even though I think right now getting into the sacrifice for Pulse Chain is absolutely horrible because I believe right now the rate is like one Pulse Chain coin is like 26 cents. So if you're doing this, you're making a big mistake if you're trying to get into the PulseX Sacrifice. This was 14 minutes ago. You know, this is all happening within a day. This is no. Don't do that. If you're here or you sent to here, you made a mistake. Okay? So, do not go here. Do not go here. Okay? Now that we have that out of the way, I want to show you how to sacrifice. So, you go to PulseX.info. You're going to be taken to this section right here. It's going to explain that the PulseX Sacrifice is creating a set of people that believe in freedom of movement and assembly that are protected by human rights based on the First Amendment of the U.S. Constitution. If you are sending on the following networks, Ethereum, Binance Smart Chain, Polygon Matic, Avalanche, Ethereum Classic, or Ethereum Optimism, you can send directly from your wallet to this address. Now, let's check and see if the address is proper. Now, we go on Etherscan, 0x075, 0x075, DDC8, DDC8. And how do we know this is correct? Because there's already $155 million, rounded up to $156 million, in this sacrifice. And people are already sacrificing these. This is the right way. Now, let's look here. The amount of hex. So we know that this is correct. I'm going to go to the Binance Chain as well. Same exact address. Okay? Same exact address. Now on the Binance Chain, there's 9 million. Now, I recommend for people to sacrifice through, through Binance, and the reason why I say that is because the simple fact that you're going to have to take out a mortgage rate to sacrifice on Ethereum because the gas fees are absurd, to say the least. So, what's going to happen is we're going to click this. I'm going to press connected, which I'm already connected. You press connect. It's going to ask you from your MetaMask if you want to connect. Then, what you're going to do is You're going to press next. Before we go there, I want to make this apparent. Do not sacrifice directly from your exchange. Sacrifice from your own wallet, preferably MetaMask if you can. Do not use an exchange. You may not get credited. You most likely will not get credited if the exchange, excuse me, if your address is not your own. So let me press next. Now, you can use basically all of these networks. I'm not using Ethereum again because I don't want to pay a month's rent to pay a transaction fee. So I'm going to use the Binance Smart Chain. What I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this address, and this is what can be sent. You can send BNB or any of the following BEP20s to this address. Do not send any other tokens. BSC, USD, BUSD, Cake, DAI, ETH, BSC, USDC, BSC. Now let's do this. Okay. We're going to send. Make sure you have a little bit of BNB in your account for gas. Cost you like, I don't know, $2 maybe. So we have our BUSD here. Okay. We're going to copy this address. Oops. We're going to copy this address. We're going to paste. We are going to put, no, I don't want that. No, not BNB. We're going to put BUSD. $505. Next. Okay. We're going to confirm it. The fee is basically nothing. It's a joke. So we're going to confirm. Now I'm going to confirm this on my ledger. Sometimes this does this on my ledger. I don't know if it does for you guys as well. So I'm going to have to verify the transaction. Okay, and now it's it's saying it's sent. So now I'm just waiting for this to verify. Send BUSD. Now we're just waiting for it to be pending. Now I'm going to also go over here as well so I can double check. Transaction 28 confirmed. So let me go to the view on Block Explorer. Let me just do this. Okay, now I'm just going to wait patiently for my transaction to show up here. So what we can do is easily just check, excuse me, when this address comes up to the from section to the to section. So I'm just waiting, but this is what you need to do. This is why this is so important, because there are some of you that are sacrificing to Pulse Chain sacrifice address and are not aware that what you're doing is basically sending money to the wrong address. And you're not going to get credited with your PulseX once this comes out. So I do not want to see that with anybody. So let's go to BEP20. So, yep, it's right here. I should have clicked that, BEP20 on accident. So, go to here, double check, confirm. 0x9C. Make sure. 0x9C 25CO 25CO. Yep, this is the right address. This is correct. I sacrificed properly. This is what you have to do. Do not make the mistake of sacrificing to PulseX. Not PulseX, to Pulse Chain. Please do not make that mistake. Because if you do, it will not be pretty. You will not be happy. So please make sure it's these addresses, which are the same. Okay? Do not sacrifice to this. Don't do it. Because you will not get PulseX. Thank you. If you have any questions, just comment on the video.